Welcome to the Noon Mix. It's April the 10th, and we're here on a Thursday. I want to welcome everyone to the show today. We're doing this show live in our Harrison studios today, as opposed to maybe somewhere else, which we've not done yet, but we might. We can do that. I want to welcome everybody to the show. We've got a great lineup of things we want to tell you about today, some events that are happening around the area. Some exciting news over in Mountain Home about a new business that's opening, a national business that is opening. It's looking for applicants to fill the vacancies of unemployment over there. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later on in the show. And some great weather that will be happening this weekend. So let's get right to that, if we can. Might be a little shower activity happening Friday, but for the most part, it's going to be an awesome weekend to get out and enjoy the great spring weather. One thing great about living in this area is we're never complacent about the weather, because the weather always changes from day to day. So let's take a look out our virtual window here as we look toward the west of our viewing area over in the Huntsville area. And as you notice, the wind is quite brisk by the looks of the flag there. Winds are going to get up to around 30 miles per hour gust-wise today, so do things accordingly. Don't be carrying around a 4x8 sheet of plywood in the wind, because you probably will take off. That has happened to me. Temperatures in and around the area. Let's start off with Gainesville, Missouri at 76 degrees, mostly sunny. Branson, Missouri, 77 degrees and mostly sunny there. Jasper, with some wind warnings down in that area, 78 degrees and sunny. Marshall with some wind warnings, 76 degrees and sunny. Eureka Springs, sunny also, 72 degrees. Mountain View with some of those wind warnings down in that area, 77 degrees. 77 also in Salem, Arkansas. Mountain Home, 76. And here in Harrison, we top out at 78 degrees. Great weather, great weather. I love this weather. Perfect weather to be mowing, and there's a lot of grass that is growing around, so get a jump on that quickly, because with all the rain and the sun, it's going to start growing, and if we don't watch out, we'll be mowing this stuff each and every week. Okay, let's take a look at our extended forecast for the remainder of the week and into the weekend. We're going to top out today at a whopping 81 degrees with that wind blowing out there quite a bit, so be careful of that. Friday's temperatures will be around 72, and we'll have a 40% chance of storms. And that will continue into the evening Friday night, which will be a high of 57 degrees. Saturday's awesome weather, 76 degrees, partly sunny. And then for the overnight low, 57. Sunday, we'll have another 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, topping out at 70 degrees, running into Sunday night. Then Monday, 50s, with a little cooler temperatures coming through. Tuesday will be 57, and then trying to get back up to the natural temperature of things around the area. Wednesday will be around 60 degrees. That's it for our local weather. Let's take a first break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about events that are happening today, tomorrow, and we'll talk about some of the things that you may want to plan for this weekend. Stay with us. You are watching The Noon Mix. There are some deadlines we need to tell you about. This Friday at the Boone County Library, there's going to be a deadline to sign up for the genealogy class for beginners, and this is being presented by Tina Farmer. You can register for the Saturday class, but you'll have to do that by tomorrow, and that class Saturday is from 1 to 30. There's a limited seating, I think, of about 20, so if you're interested in doing genealogy, and this class has actually taken off. We have featured this class several times, and it's always filling up. If you missed the Saturday class, go ahead and register Friday for a Monday class. The Monday class will start at 10 a.m. and will run to noon. For more information, you can call Ginger Milan at the Boone County Library at 870-741-5913, or you can talk to Tina Farmer at that same number. Also, what's happening in and around the area, there's we want to let you know about a new program that's happening on Cozy Television. Our second quarter is fast approaching, and there's some changes We've got a local program that's produced by local video producers in the area. They're doing a Deer Hunter Fan. It's called the Deer Hunter Fan, and this is going to be a show that's going to be weekly. They go out and shoot the footage and produce the show, and it will start Thursday at 7 p.m. and then again it will air Sunday at 4 in the afternoons. The show is called Deer Hunter Fan, and it's an exclusive production for our hometown television stations. Also coming up, this will be May 1st. This is quite a bit out there, but we want to mention this early so you can get your tickets. This is going to be at the Shed. It's called Fancy Nancy the Musical, and you can get your tickets now at the Shed. It starts Thursday, May the 1st from 6 to 7, and it will be at the Ed Coulter Performing Arts Center at the Shed. Nancy Fancy and her friends are going to be performing in the very first show, Deep Sea Dances. Nancy is positive that's Fancy for 100% sure that she and Bree will be picked to the Mermaids when another girl wins the coveted role of the mermaid. Nancy is stuck playing a dreary, dull tree. Can Nancy bring Fancy fair to her role, even though it isn't the one she's wanted? It's very obscure. It sounds like a nice fantasy for a lot of people. The tickets are $15 for adults and then $5 for 18 years and under. That's coming up May the 1st on a Thursday. This is going to be at the Shed. Also at the Shed in Mountain Home, Arvest Concert Series presents An Evening with Elvis. This is a time where you can also dance here. It's going to be hosted by Argo from the Sirius XM Radio's Elvis channel, and an old-fashioned sock hop featuring Argo and lifelong Memphisian who wakes the world up with the Elvis tunes each and every day on XM Radio. He'll be there at the Shed to do this. This is going to be April 12th, this Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Shed. Some great news that is happening over in the Mountain Home area. The Hobby Lobby has announced that they're going to be building a facility over there, a store that will be serving that entire area, and they are looking for applicants, and you can pick those applications up for employment at the Chamber office there on 62 Business. Anyone interested in applying for the position, you can go by the Chamber office between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Just fill out the form, and Hobby Lobby will be hosting a job fair later on in the coming months, and they want you to bring that application with you. Go by the Chamber office in Mountain Home and pick up that application, and look forward to the Hobby Lobby coming to the area. Second annual Egger Extravaganza. This is Saturday, April the 19th at 3 p.m. at the Amazing Grace Youth Ranch. There will be an egg hunt, a petting zoo, and a presentation in the round pen. For more information, you can call 416-2071. And the Youth Center will be closed April the 12th in conjunction with the Egg Hunt and Spring Carnival. This will be at the Cooper Park. The Cooper Park will not be closed, but the Youth Center will be. The Junior Auxiliary Egg Hunt and the Mountain Home Parks and Recreation Spring Carnival have been set for April 12th. That's this Saturday from 11 to 1 p.m. with a rain date set at April the 19th. The egg hunt will begin promptly at 11 at Cooper Park East Fields. Immediately following the egg hunt, the Mountain Home Parks and Recreation will host the annual Spring Carnival at the L.C. Sammons Youth Center. The carnival will include activities for family and youth 9 years old and under until 1 p.m. The activities are free and all concessions are 50 cents. The Easter Bunny will be available in photo booth, and they will set the bunny up there for you to take pictures. Activities during this event will include carnival rides and prizes, action games, inflatables, Easter crafts, face painting, cotton candy, popcorn, and soda. If you want more information about this event, you can call the L.C. Sammons Youth Center at 870-424-7275. Now, over in Eureka Springs, they're having a second weekend free music in the park that kicks off this Saturday, April the 12th, and it's called Second Weekend. And this is an event series And a concert will be featuring the Bel Airs. The show is free and takes place from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. right there in Basin Park on Spring Street. If you would like more information or just go by, you can give them a call, 479-253-7333. And the Boone County Library is celebrating their National Library Week starting April 13th through the 19th. And let's see, what am I talking about here? I think this is just an announcement to tell you that they have a lot of activity there. Go by the library starting this Sunday, and this event will happen all week. Now let's go to Cotter, one of our great towns, Cotter and Gassville. They're having their citywide yard sale. We have that on the screen here. And this event starts, it starts tomorrow, and this is a citywide event. It will end Sunday the 13th. All citizens and surrounding citizens are invited to join the annual citywide yard sale, and they hope to see everyone out for a fantastic event of Cotter and, of course, the hidden gems of the surrounding areas. Drive by through there, you might find a great deal in the Cotter area this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Project Graduation, this event is to help the graduates of the Harrison High School, and area restaurants have teamed up periodically throughout the weeks to come to help them raise money for their events. And this week, let's see, let me go down the list here. Today, it's going to be at the Black Apple Cafe till 5 p.m. tonight, or actually it starts at 5 p.m. and ends at close. And then Friday, April 11th, will be DeVito's Restaurant. And then the following Monday will be Colton's. And then rounding all of that out on the 22nd, which will be a Tuesday, April 22nd, from 11 in the morning till close, the Townhouse Cafe will give a certain portion of their proceeds to the Harrison Goblins. And let's see, also don't miss this weekend, we're having the 11th annual Ozark Expo. There's going to be thousands of dollars in prizes just by attending there, and you don't necessarily have to be there to win. There is a way to sign up during this, but they're going to have a whole lot of nonprofit organizations, businesses, and different entities inside the Pioneer Pavilion. That's going to be Saturday only, one day. Used to do those for two days. They're just doing this for one day on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come on out and enjoy the fun, and all the booths there give away all kind of freebies from pins to coolers or koozies to all kinds of different things. A lot of fun going out there. This weekend at the Pioneer Pavilion at North Arkansas College on the South Campus, the Ozarks Expo put on by the Harrison Daily Times. And I think that's it for right now. Let's take a break, and when we come back, let's do some history. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to the Noon Mix. This segment of the program, we delve into some history, and let's take a look at what happened on this day, April 10th of 1790. The U.S. patent system was established, and that's what protects everyone from somebody else stealing your idea. 1825, the first hotel opened in Hawaii, and I don't think they have a shortage of hotels today. 1849, Walter Hunt patented the safety pin. Great invention. Poor soul, he sold the rights for just $100. 1912, the Titanic set sail for Southampton, England. We know the fate of the Titanic. 1916, the Professional Golfers Association, the PGA, held its very first championship tournament back in 1916. The first synthetic rubber was produced in 1930. And 1953, Warner Brothers released House of Wax. Very interesting movie there. It was the first 3D movie to be released by a major Hollywood studio. 1953, and here we are today still trying to perfect the technology of three-dimension whatever. And I still don't like 3D. 1960, the U.S. Senate passed the Civil Rights Bill. And in 1981, the maiden launch of the Space Shuttle Columbia was canceled because of a computer malfunction. And when was the last time you had a computer malfunction? 1992, outside Needles, California, comedian Sam Kinison was killed when a pickup truck slammed into his car on a desert road between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. 1996, U.S. President Clinton vetoed a bill that would have outlawed a technique used to end pregnancies in their late stages. And 1997, Rod Steiger received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Let's take a look at birthdays. We've got several that we can talk about. Hope you're on the list. And if you'd like to be on the list, if you have somebody that you'd like to feature here on The Noon Mix with their birthday and photo, be glad to get that from you. You go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Noon Mix and just post the information there. Or you can email it to me personally at dan@k26tv.com, and I'll get all that information from you. Or if you'd just like to friend me, that's the fastest way to do that. Friend me at Dan Reynolds on Facebook. And I should have a picture of me on there somewhere so you can connect what you see here with what you see on Facebook. And just friend me there, and then I will get your information automatically when your birthday happens. And we'll post pictures, which you'll see here in just a few minutes. Let's look at national birthdays and those people that have made the world a much better place, which is subjective, I would imagine. Joseph Pulitzer was born on this date, 1847. He was that guy that was a publisher himself, and he left $2 million in a fund which establishes annual prizes for literature, drama, and music and journalism. Joseph Pulitzer, 1847. Harry Morgan, also known for many for that starring role in Dragnet and also MASH, that TV series. He was born in 1915. Chuck Kevin Joseph Connor, also known as Chuck Connors, as the Rifleman. We have him featured each and every day on our classic television channel. He was born on this day in 1921. Then Omar Sharif was born 1932. Actor in Dr. Zhivago and Lawrence of Arabia. John Madden, he was a football player, coach, sports personality, and analyst, football analyst. 1936 was the day that, or the year that he was born. Steven Seagal. Okay, Steven Seagal, born on this day, 1951. Every movie he does has the same plot, but he's got great hair. Brian Setzer, musician from the Stray Cats. He was born on this day in 1959. And that takes care of our national birthdays. Let's take a look at who has a birthday in our area. First up, we have Connie Kennedy Clark, and there she is with her husband, Mr. Clark. And then up next is Dave Davidson. He's got a birthday today. Happy birthday, Dave Davidson. Like I said, if you'd like to be a part of what we do here on The Noon Mix, go ahead and post your information on The Noon Mix on Facebook and get it to us. If you want to send a private message, you can do that too. All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, I have a video that I would like to show you that's really, really cool. Stay with us. I want to close the show out with a very cool video about a lady that's been in the music business for a very, very long time. And you'll be amazed at some of the things that she has worked on. And this is a story about her. And we will see you on Friday's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Studio musicians did not get credits. If the teenagers that we sold to took one look at us, I don't think the record companies could sell those records saying that, well, this is the group that sang on them, but they didn't play on it. By the time I was 14, I was out there playing gigs. It was kind of fun because all of a sudden I started to play music and it made me feel good. Blue skies, ba-doo-ba-dee-ba. You know, we played chords. It wasn't rock and roll, see. I was just kind of a lonely kid, you know, and all I had to do was to play music, and they threw money at me, so I could afford to take care of my mother and myself. What are you guys doing, huh? By playing bass, I thought, well, I'm carrying in 4 or 5 different guitars now. If I just play bass, it's only one instrument to carry in. The first part of The Beat Goes On was like this. When I'm cutting a record, I'm hearing everything that's going on. And I fit the bass line as a framework around the records. You had a 1-chord tune, and you knew that that wasn't going to make it. So about the 3rd line I came up with was, and the beat goes on. All of a sudden it came together, you know. So I thought,
Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee.
And that's when I noticed, you know, with that beat goes on line, how important the bass line was, you know, that kind of thing. Did a ton of TV shows, MASH, Hawaii Five-0. What happened was that the movies were dying by the time that the TV got going, see? But then they started to add the rock and roll and the soul music to movies. I'm the only bass player that I could cut those parts and make up parts too. They had a film called Duel. They had me do this. The truck gears, I guess, you know, so I'm doing this for hours, you know. I tell people, don't laugh. I got paid a lot more doing that than... People say, well, you're a woman in the studios. Wasn't it hard? And I say, no, I knew that women were out there playing. You know, you heard about this woman playing with that band. There were women that did work with the men, you know, so I never thought of myself as a woman. I mean, I thought that I had to play the guitar and then I had to play the bass. A note doesn't have sex to it, you know. You either play it good or you don't play it good. So some people can't handle that, you know, especially some men, you know, because they can't, they want to think that it was a man that played the bass.